What's happening? Hype Hogan back with another awesome item to take a look at today, and that is going to be the Yeti Tundra Haul in Seafoam Green. We got the Yeti about a week ago. Just got back from our first 4-day beach trip. Wanted to show you the cooler itself and talk a little bit about my experience with it. Spoiler, it's pretty awesome. It's striking to look at. It's a little bit heavy, but it has wheels. It's the first Yeti with wheels, and I think if you get the one with wheels, totally worth the trade-off in terms of size. We also ordered the Tundra 65, and we looked at them side by side, and yeah, this had a little bit less capacity, but those wheels really come in handy, especially for the guy who has to lug the thing around, especially in the sand. Let's get a closer look. And here it is, the Yeti Tundra Haul, the first Yeti with wheels, here in the beautiful, striking Seafoam Green. You can see the pull handle right there, and also take a look at the wheels right here. Super easy to open. You just got two of these here. Pull it open and you are greeted with the embossed Yeti logo right there. There's a little bit on the inside there. It is a beast. You can see there's very thick insulation. However, with that, it kind of comes at a price, and not just the $400 price tag, but I'm talking about in terms of weight. This thing is quite a thick boy, even without anything in it. This is fresh from 4 days at the beach. Overall, I think we did very well in keeping it clean. See this handle, there is some rubber grips on the handle. Really comfortable to carry like this, or you can pull it around like that. It's designed for you to sort of walk it side by side, and I mean, I suppose you could pull it with both handles if you wanted, but I was pretty comfortable. Felt akin to carrying a carry-on bag through the airport. Just a little bit more weight, especially if this guy is fully loaded. We did not have a chance to test it yet, but this is certified bear resistant, so apparently a bear cannot get into your Yeti. I think that'd be the least of your concerns there. The valve to release the water is right here, super easy. You can either take it off partway like this, and you can see there's some holes right here to let the water out on either side. What I did was I just kind of did a partial just to get the water out, and then once I got home I did a full dump of whatever was left. Moving on to most likely what everyone wants to hear. Is it worth the 400 bucks? And also, does it keep the ice intact? Well, I didn't do the whole prep thing. I know you're supposed to like freeze some stuff overnight and pre-cool it and all that. I was like, no, I don't want to do that. We got to the hotel, dumped the ice in there. Day of, lasted totally fine. I refreshed it a little bit every day, just another quick layer, couple 2-3 buckets, performed fine. When we got home this morning, there were still plenty of ice cold drinks. I think if you want it to last like 4 or 5 days and all that stuff, you really got to kind of follow the guidelines. I wasn't interested in that. I just wanted to sort of, you know, pour the ice in and rock and roll. Regarding, is it worth the price? Well, that's really for you to decide. I think if you're going to get a Yeti and you're already into that $300 and $350 range, I think you should definitely consider the Tundra Haul, because I'm telling you, going across soft sand, this doesn't even roll entirely, but it rolls enough to where it makes it a little bit easier. I think side by side with something like the 45 or the 65, again, this is if it's a one-man job. It's myself, my wife, and my 2-year-old. She had, you know, a little wagon she was pulling and holding hands with my baby. This was kind of up to me, along with a couple of beach chairs and everything else. I think you're gonna want the wheels. I think it's worth giving up the capacity. I think this and a 65 is probably on the smaller side. If you're looking to do like a week-long camp, you wanna invest in something bigger. But I think if you're just running to the beach for a day or two, and then bringing it back to the hotel and enjoying some food and drinks out of that, I think this is plenty big. Curious to hear your thoughts. Have you picked up a Yeti product? What do you think about them? Do you think this is worth it? Again, 400's a lot. I know there's some competitors out there for a little less, but let's be honest, Yeti also has that hype, you know, and this is what this channel is all about. It's got that cool factor. And, you know, we've been using the Yeti tumblers for a few months, so we're kind of building towards this, so to speak. And I think overall, we're really happy with our purchase. You can't deny the color is super striking. And, you know, if we had to do it again so far, I'd say, yeah, it's been great. You know, there was no leaks. Very manageable to pull. The wheels on there, super smooth. I meant to touch on that earlier. The wheels were great. Overall, I give it a buy, a cautionary buy. I don't know if they do sales on these or if it's like, you know, where they map the price where it's just stuck at $3.99. Maybe there's a 20 off coupon flying out there. You know, a Black Friday deal. Get it for a little less, but you know, if you absolutely need the cooler, I'd say go for it, especially if you're already in that $300-400 range. And again, there's nothing wrong if you want to just grab a $100, $200 cooler. I'm sure those work fine. But if you want that little bit extra cool factor, the extra insulation, Yeti's a strong choice. Curious to see what you guys think about this. Leave a comment below. Like it if you want. Subscribe if you want. I'm just going to be bringing, basically, it's a free format channel. I'm just going to kind of review and talk about things that I think are cool or super hyped or things that are, you know, exciting to talk about. So thanks for watching and take care.